This is Dodging Death with Stephen Williams Jr. and Ryan Patton.
Hello, fellas.
Hello, Stephen.
You almost seem surprised we'd started there, Ryan.
I know. Well, can you blame me?
It's been...
This sustained hiatus.
It has. It's been a shocking amount of time since we've been here. As we were walking down, Josh, Ryan was like, I can't believe you've been away for so long.
Yes.
And caused this.
Yeah, the Ugandan listener, gone. Uruguayan listener, gone.
Oh,
do you think they're still listening to Argentina?
No chance.
No chance.
They've been checking every Monday for about 3-4 weeks and thought they've given up on us. However, we would have had an episode out 2 weeks ago, Josh. One member of this menage a trois decided to get chicken pox.
You say decided. It was not a conscious decision.
No.
I contracted the virus.
Really?
So are you fully clear now? Are we safe to be around you?
Well, it's a bit
Only
late
ways to
now,
find
isn't
out.
it?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
If there's another hiatus, you'll know what's happened.
I had a sip. I shared a coffee with him before, so I might get struck down with Titanic.
From the same mug as well.
Yeah, from the same mug.
That was the issue.
It takes 2 weeks to show, so you know.
Really?
Yeah. You could be living with the virus and never know.
Oh,
Really?
God. That's one of the most terrifying sentences you've ever said to me.
Yeah.
Right? But you're free. You're free of all baby illnesses now.
Yes.
Because I feel like there might be a sudden spurt
He
of
has shit
nappy
himself,
rash
though.
coming up.
He has just shit himself.
Yeah, that's true.
This is my second baby illness of the year, isn't it?
What was the first?
Do you remember the first? I got a hand, foot, and mouth.
Oh shit!
Yeah. From my niece.
That is true.
Yeah.
And also, the listener won't know this, but I do have to give Ryan a burp before every episode.
Yeah, if you're noticing a bad edit, it's because I need to wind and.
Well, no, it's honestly, I've genuinely been excited about coming back. But you'll be delighted to hear a few things did happen. There's been a few destinations on the hiatus, and sometimes you go to the same ports multiple times. So it gets to a point where it's like, just what can we do, to fill our day today? You've done all the sites, you've done everything. And one of them was Barcelona. Now, I love Barcelona. I actually think it's one of the best ports in Europe.
Well,
I
say in the bold statement that is your favourite city in Europe.
It is my favourite city in Europe.
Wow.
However, there was a day when we were kind of at a bit of a loose end.
Right.
And was like, well, what can we do today? We walked past a sign for a wax museum.
Wow.
Like the Spanish Madame Tussauds. So anyway, we head to the oh dear.
Oh, wow.
God, it has been 2 months. It's been 2 months.
This is it. Back in the swing of it.
We head to the wax museum.
Right.
We go in, kind of ready to take the piss a bit and get a photo with like a shitty George Clooney was our idea. We head in. Unfortunately, all of the celebrities are Spanish.
Didn't know anyone.
We didn't recognize anybody. So it was like your Spanish Anton Deck, which to us is just two blokes.
Just two wax figures.
I can still tell, though, they didn't really look like them.
No.
It does.
No. But even not knowing the real person, I was like, does look like them.
Yeah. See, I feel like statues always look terrible as well.
That's true.
Yeah, like they always look like ridiculous, and they only ever make the news when it's like insane. It's like it's not really like a good tribute to someone.
The statue of Queen Victoria in Liverpool was quite funny.
Well,
yeah, she's got
it's
got a
funny.
dick.
she's got a dick. She has. Yeah, it's like a little side dick, isn't it? It's like
a little side, little side dick. Yeah, like from front on, no dick.
Yeah.
From side on,
Side.
honk.
Yeah, an absolute bloody warhead. Victoria's got packing from the side. Jesus, she got a Prince Albert as well. Oh God!
Welcome back.
Oh, we're in.
Yeah.
We're back, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was there no celebrities that you recognised in the wax museum?
No, there was the odd one.
Ricky
but
Martin.
Ricky Martin,
of course. Of course, I got the photo as well.
Yeah, but with his
Enrique was there.
With his love for the golden shower, I imagine the wax would have melted a bit.
Well, one that I caused, I was like, this is so inauthentic. You know what this needs?
Put the toilet seat over his head. Was Enrique Iglesias there?
Enrique was there.
Yeah.
So, it did have the hits.
Yep.
Was Antonio Banderas there?
I saw no Banderas, unfortunately.
I feel like this could turn into an hour of just going Spanish
celebrities.
Yeah.
Shakira Spanish?
No, Colombian.
Oh, that was on the tip of the
Hit
tongue.
me with
You know your Latin heritage. Yeah, no, that's like when they often, because there's a seagull epidemic in Liverpool City Centre, which I think I've explained.
But you're the only person who finds this epidemic, though. No one else agrees with you here.
You don't think they agree with me? There's the building manager.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I say the building manager. I don't know whose decision this was, but they put mock hawks.
Okay.
And owls
yeah.
to frighten the seagulls away. But it's always a hilarious sight when the seagulls are very much onto that it's a fake hawk or owl, and they're just sitting on the head. There's a bit of shit on this plastic owl's head. This hawk, when it's in the wind, it looks like a tea towel or something. It looks absolutely nothing like a hawk. It's
tea towel?
This seems like the issue isn't the faux hawk. It's that this one's so bad.
It's a terrible faux hawk. Even the most panicked
he's got a napkin and drawn a hawk on it.
Yeah, the most panicked of seagulls is not going to be scared of this. Yeah. It's just going to. It's what the hell is this meant to scare me?
It's like you're a blue pizza competition that's gone wrong.
Yeah.
This is what you're meant to look like. And then
we
when
are
you
not giving you a badge.
No, absolutely not. Go back and do it again.
Was her name Connie on
Connie Hook?
Connie Hook,
who is married to
Charlie Brooker. Yeah. She gets this hawk rag and just there you go, this wipes on her ass. 4:30 on CBC.
This will scare the seagulls away.
So was it just Barcelona that you were going to? Were you constantly going to Barcelona? Because I feel like
no. What you're describing there is a ferry.
I suppose so. Yeah,
have you ever performed on a ferry?
No. I mean, I've had some low moments in my career, but I have managed to dodge ferries. No, we are talking your high-end luxury cruise ships.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, do you always on the way there?
No, not necessarily, but it's the Mediterranean season currently.
Right. So is it just the one ship that you've been on then?
No. So I normally spend a week on a ship and then fly to another ship then. So yeah, a week's kind of standard. Although, as I say, I kept getting extended. So typically, cruises are a week, and every Sunday the guests change.
Yeah.
So I was on this one particular ship, and
did the guest ever stay on?
Well.
Oh.
So I was on this one particular ship, and I guess the act who was coming on the following week couldn't make it for whatever reason, and they said, would you stay on for another week for us? So I did. And I was doing this trick, and a lady from the audience came on stage. And what she had to do for the big finish was read this bit of paper, and I just predicted everything that just happened. Anyway, as she was literally on stage reading aloud, she's reacting, it dawns on me, this same woman came on stage the week earlier to do the exact same trick.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, good enough. She is being like a team player, and she's reacting as if she's amazed.
Oh, that's good that she's played along.
It's great. But then I thought, this woman has literally just faked out my climax. And I've honestly never felt more dirty in my entire life.
Probably not the first time she's faked a climax, though, is it?
I mean, it's the first time a woman's done it for me.
That's why you changed.
Honestly, my ego was so... I honestly got off stage and thought, I need a shower after that.
But why did she get back up though? Like she was like sure.
Well, because people get randomly chosen during the show, so
but
she
I thought,
didn't intend.
Is it not still the? Is it last time I went to see
throw
your show?
I throw an item into the audience.
Yeah, and then you thought, but she should have just kept on throwing.
Well, no,
There was
I
only
guess
one person in the audience.
One answer the other.
it started full, but at that point,
By the climax.
5 minutes in, people are like, should we depart?
I'll jump off the fucking ship if I have to.
Oh, Tintin's doing the head in.
Honestly, I'd rather be in that wax museum.
You should have pretended to be a waxwork of Tintin. Actually, does that work? Because Tintin's not a real person.
Oh, that.
Did he do waxworks of animated characters?
I don't think they
I
do.
suppose like Mickey Mouse has probably got one, hasn't he?
No.
Was there any Spanish?
There were no, like, as you say, Banderas. Puss in Boots wasn't there. No.
Good example because Banderas
was a very
was the
good
voice.
voice.
Yeah. I was genuinely like, oh,
That was good. That was.
It wasn't funny, but it was accurate.
Yeah.
It was good animated knowledge.
Yeah, Shrek 2 was that.
Strictly DreamWorks. Move on to Pixar. Don't know anything.
So, anyway, we can come back to more cruise stories later,
Yes.
but how have you two been, fellas?
Oh, I never thought you were going to ask. Bloody cruised in Barcelona. Not seen you for 2.5 months. Had chicken pox as well. People can die. People can die. Oh, yeah, it's been all right. I've had chicken pox.
Yep.
Done a half marathon.
Oh, how did
Well
that
done.
go?
It was good. It was good. Yeah, well, I actually made the promise. Believe it was episode 4.
You did?
Yeah,
Yes.
you did. To be
that
fair,
I said
you
I'd
did.
do a half marathon.
To be fair, you did.
As a man who keeps his word,
Yep.
I have done the half marathon. Which, if you want to follow me on Strava, you can track me
Self-promotion.
progress.
Well, friend of ours and friend of the show, Christy Holden, she does.
She does follow me on Strava.
She does.
Yeah.
So, Christy, a regular listener, and we chat all the time on Instagram.
Hello, Christy.
Hello, Christy.
That was a bit delayed from you,
I
Ryan.
know, well, but I
give her-
didn't feel like I needed to because we've had Strava chat.
Well, she sent me a message on Instagram saying how impressed she was with your speed in this half marathon. Yep. And she said, pass my compliments on to Ryan because it's really, really is rather impressive how quick he was. And I messaged back, under no
something.
circumstances will I compliment you.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, this is the first
Christy,
I'm
you're
hearing of
blocked.
this.
It's because he robbed something from the shop.
Okay, so how was it? How was the experience?
It was good. Yeah, to be fair, we were actually a bit late.
Why
yeah.
were you?
Hold on,
late?
did you join it like about halfway through? That's
Well,
the reason why.
we were 10 minutes late.
The final 100 yards.
Honestly, I was shattered. 20 whole seconds it took me.
You know what? I think you should have promoted the show and gone dressed as the Grim Reaper.
Oh, that'd be quite
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
There was I didn't see anyone dressed up.
No fancy dress.
No.
Did you have like the jogger's nipple pads?
Oh, absolutely. I had the nippies.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. They were a must.
Really?
Without them, I'd have probably been took to hospital, blood loss. Around the 10-mile mark. It collapsed.
Get him out of here!
My top was blue when it started.
Purple by the end.
So we were 10 minutes late, and I thought this would be fine.
Yeah.
But it actually like everyone gets there on time, which I consider.
I mean, it is a race, isn't it?
I know, yeah, but that like sort of restored a lot of my faith in humanity. That like so many people do this, and they all turned up on time.
Other
Like,
than you.
other than me and
Yeah.
Chris,
Oh.
and my colleague as well, Charlotte.
Okay.
I
So
think
three
you
of
were
us.
saying entourage there.
Now, do you feel like, because you say you were the two people there, do you feel a need to keep up together, like all
No.
at the same speed?
Did
you
I just leapt.
Did you like immediately really run quickly and flip them the bird
Yeah,
as you were going?
because at this time, because everyone was there on time, which was to my surprise.
Yeah.
But all like they started opening the roads up again, so there was all cars and people going. So I was
Oh,
thinking,
really?
Yeah, and I was running through them, like me running number on, thinking I could anything could happen here. But then it was quite exhilarating because when you reach,
Why did you jump over one of them?
Starsky.
I just beat a bus. No, but when you reached up with the people who started doing the who were doing the run, they're the ones who obviously at like a different pace to you.
Yeah.
So like I was just overtaking people the whole way. It was a thrill. Yeah.
I bet they thought you were a right knob.
Yes, I was going.
See you later.
Bye, dust, old man. Bye, grandma. Most obnoxious dickhead I've ever ran half. But so that was a thrill.
Did you hit? I've heard of the runner's wall. Did you hit a wall?
No, I didn't. I think that's more for the full marathon.
Oh, really?
To be honest, the idea of like getting to the end and then going, I'll do that again. It just sort of.
How long did it take?
It took me an hour and 45 minutes.
Pretty good going, that, mate.
I've got no gauge actually, but that's good.
It's pretty good going.
Yeah,
okay.
If you want to,
well, bravo, Ryan, bravo.
Strava and give me kudos.
Is that a feature? Is it?
Yeah, you get kudos. It's like a like.
Well, give yourself a plug. What's your username on here?
Do you know what? I don't know. I think it's just Ryan Patton. That's what I think.
Oh, you should have had like a little name. You're like kind of like racing Ryan Patton. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was going to say racy, but that's a bit like...
Your
Your profile picture's an ankle.
Ravishing Rice Lane runner. I think it's just Ryan Patton.
Okay.
Yeah, but at the end they give you so as you run towards the finish line, it's like people gathered, and that's a bit of a thrill.
Did you have a clap? Did people clap? Yeah?
People did clap. Yeah.
That must be nice.
I had my portable headphones.
I had a valid excuse for not being there. Josh, would it be nice if you were at the finish line to support your friend Ryan?
I think people who did come, there'd be just a whole lot of waiting around.
I love Ryan, but I'm not waiting an hour and a half. It's an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, but you turn up an hour in.
No, knock it down to an hour and a half, and we'll have a
Oh God!
An hour and a half, you could watch a phone booth.
Yeah.
And still have a bit of time to kill.
And that's exhilarating.
Kiefer.
Didn't think you had it in. Yeah.
Was there like some of these runs? They have like a special guest. Like kind of you blow the horn. Or
Yeah.
Did
Bobby Davro turn up?
Well,
with
if they did, I missed them.
Yeah,
didn't
you're 10
I?
minutes
10 minutes gone. Davro was well gone. Davro I wouldn't trust Bobby Davro with a gun though. If he was.
He went rogue.
It's asking for trouble. That he's not been on the telly much lately. Yeah, but at the end, so you come to the finish line. It's a bit of a thrill. But they hand you. There's all people there. These all people hand you the medal. And then someone hands you like the T-shirt.
Which the medal, I should say for people just listening, you haven't stopped wearing since, have you?
Speaking
just exclusively medal.
Yeah, I didn't realize chicken box. I was in jail for public nudity.
You're like, honestly, I will make the lanyard longer.
But so they hand you like a few other things. One of the things which I thought was strange was
Haribo.
Was a pouch of peanut butter.
No, I think peanut butter is quite.
I get the protein reason
yeah.
for it, but just like after you've ran a half marathon,
dry,
you don't need the driest thing on the planet.
True, yeah,
because I was an idiot and went
true.
straight for the pouch of peanut butter. I was like, God. Oh, death.
Oh, actually, that's the point. Do you not just immediately run out of water?
Well, I stupidly ran with the water bottle in hand.
Yeah,
that's what
I
I'm used to
can't do
doing.
that.
I assume that would be the done thing.
There's water stations like smattered around the route.
Peppered about.
Yeah, every 3 miles there's a water station.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just carried the bottle with me the whole time.
What was the weather like on the day?
It was lovely. Yeah. Yeah.
In that case, I'll let you off. I was going to say it was pissing down with rain.
Would you just be open-mouthed all the way around? I don't need a bottle.
I just think you need the water.
Puddles will do me.
Yeah. Stop like a dog.
Oh no, it's impressive that you are always active in some way.
Yes, always.
Josh, always active.
Try to be, yeah.
I'm a bit, lax with it.
Mm-hmm.
However, right by where I live, there is a CrossFit gym.
Oh.
So I came back 2 days ago. I thought, you know what?
It's great.
I'll join. There's a 6:30 class.
Oh, early morning.
Early. I thought if I force myself to wake up, get it done, it's going to be great.
Wow.
Treat yourself to a nice breakfast after. Nothing better.
Well.
Come on, remember the Mark Wahlberg routine?
Oh, that's true, yeah. I too am in bed by 5 p.m.
That was my favourite thing that happened on the internet last year. Mark Wahlberg's daily routine.
his 13-minute game of golf.
Yeah, when he spent more time praying than playing golf
than with his family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like family time. 3 p.m. to 3:07.
Pick the kids up from school. Bedtime. Marky Mark tired.
So yeah, I've never done CrossFit,
right?
But I've seen the people through the windows of this place doing it, and it looked really good. So, as I say, 2 days into it, day one yesterday, I really tried to make a good impression on the other people in there because they were all very pally. They all knew each other, been going forever. So
I'm concerned you would have tried too hard.
Well, I tried so hard.
Did you pat somebody's arse?
No.
No, you're quite keen for people to like you.
Well, I really strained my back flipping a tire. Yeah. And to be honest, that wasn't even part of the routine. Gather, everybody.
You think you're fit?
So I was really quite. I immediately was like, oh fuck,
you couldn't hobble out and quit on the first class as
day one. No. So day two today. It's literally 2 minutes from where I live. So the class starts at 6:30.
Yeah.
Yep.
6:25, my alarm goes.
Ooh.
I'm cutting it fine.
Oh, that's very fine.
Cutting it fine.
I don't think I'd be I think I need a bit of a buffer period to.
Oh, really?
I need a coffee or something just
before.
To get going.
I can't immediately launch into exercise.
Spring into it.
Yeah.
Well, they do hear me with a very gruff voice on a morning. So today, it's really not enough time. Those 5 minutes. I should set it sooner because I kind of, woke up, checked my emails a bit. I was like, oh, I really got to go.
Did you sleep in the gym wear?
In the attire? No, but how long does it take to put shorts and a t-shirt on?
That's to be fair. That's true.
So I ran there today and I burst through them huffing and puffing before we start. I'm like, come on, Stephen, ease into this. And we were in pairs. So it was me and this other lady and then... Oh, I said other lady there. As
if you were a lady.
Yeah.
You got dressed really quickly with the drag outfit.
Honestly, all I had to hand were the heels.
Which, it's a nightmare flipping a tire in heels.
So we were in essentially a competition now. It's all pairs of people.
Oh, okay.
Now, I mean, come on, it's too soon for this.
Well, not just too soon. I remember we were in the same PE class, so we would often pair together.
Yeah.
And I feel like, dependent on the class, we would bring the other one down. So I know exactly how this lady felt. The guy dragging a dead weight. But
she did not seem thrilled when Michelle said, so Emma, you're up with Stephen today. Anyway, so we're doing this circuit.
Yeah.
Maybe three bits into it. I thought, I am going to be sick here. You know what, Stephen, just power through, and I'm doing it. And oh no, this is not going to hold. And I run out of the class.
Oh no!
Immediately start throwing up outside.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, though, the points get deducted poor Emma and I came dead last because I was sick. Yeah.
She give you a look of like...
Yeah. When I eventually came back, she said, "Are you all right?" But there were daggers behind it.
It wasn't a
There's
genuine.
a little bit of sick on your lips. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Yeah. Just had to nip the lid. You know what it's like. Just woke up.
It's that morning cracking, Emma. You know what I'm saying?
Morning glory. Am I right, Emma?
I don't think
that was also our team name.
Yeah.
That's why it's a bloody nightmare, Emma. 3 steps back. So state in there.
So will you be going tomorrow?
Well, I've signed up for the week. So, now that the cash is down, also there's a pressure now that I don't want these people to think it was too hard for him.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
But
we're back to the morning glory again.
But I feel as though in your first 2 days, there's been a back pull and you've literally vomited. So I think they're probably getting the idea it is a bit too hard. I know you don't want to give that impression across.
No, but Exhibit A.
I reckon that by the end of the week or something they'll be like,
good on them. Yeah, but I'm away next week. Yeah. So I don't want them.
Got his one and done.
Yeah. Also, I got this week on a free trial offer. So I'm concerned when I don't go back next week. It's like, oh well.
No, they've already identified you as a quitter. Yeah, they're like, he won't be here next week.
You know what, I feel like, have you seen the Shawshank Redemption? When they're like looking, when all the prisoners are walking into Shawshank, who's going to break the first?
Oh, yeah. Emma and Michelle knew.
You're Dufresne.
I mean, we all know if I was in prison, I'd be someone's bitch before I walk through the door. They'd pee through the bars and go, oh, here he comes. Here he is.
Yeah, you so empty your pockets, everyone. I'm not here to check what you've got in there.
I feel like you're going to have to explain to them as well. That's the problem. Because obviously you are away next week.
Yeah,
you have to say, honestly.
Honestly, I am away on work. It's not,
I can't.
Look, I'll show you. I'll show you the
Yeah, you've got to end the week on a high, and I think then they'll miss you. Then
I mean, really, I can only go one way from here.
That's true.
I
don't know. There's more body.
Death.
Keel's over on Thursday. The remix version of the Craig David song.
Yeah, you shit yourself flipping a tyre.
Again. And how have you been, Josh?
I've been very well, thank you. It's been a bit of a eventful, few weeks really.
Mm-hmm.
As you knew, I had my driving test.
Oh, and how did you get on?
I managed to pass it second time. So
Congratulations!
Second time for amateurs.
And what was the issue the first time?
I was in the wrong lane going up a.
I was also in the wrong lane the first time.
Going who on my street?
Turning right. Yeah, turning right.
Coming out of the test centre?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It was by
well,
Everton's
your one
ground.
sounds ridiculous.
Yes. Yeah, by Everton's ground.
Yeah. In my many ways that I failed, that was not one of them.
No?
Yeah, I was prepped for that one.
I mean, don't sound too smug there. You didn't roll backwards down a hill and hit a bin.
Didn't go down the wrong way. No.
It
is quite a funny. Obviously, it's a nice relief to know that you can you obviously pass and stuff like that. But the actual experience itself of taking the test, I always find it quite funny. I found it more comfortable talking to the people who were doing the examination.
The examiner.
Yeah, the examiner. This one, the first one I did it.
I vaguely remember. Weren't you an examiner for high school tests?
Yeah,
at some point?
I wasn't chatting to the kids. So how's your weekend been? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Shit.
Quiet down, will you? So what did she get up to? Oh, I've seen that. It's good, isn't it? It's good, yeah.
Anyway, come on, get on with your work. Yeah. I'll see you later.
Did you catch anybody cheating?
Yes.
Oh, did you? What was their modus operandi?
It would either be the look on the palm of like, this always reminds me of, remember David Shanley?
Yes, I do, yeah. I know exactly what you're going to say as well.
I don't know the story.
His modus operandi of cheating in exams, it was absolutely flawless.
Go on.
He used to hide up like, in his tie.
In his tie?
He used to cut a hole in his tie and then put pieces of paper with answers on his inside his tie.
How would he see inside his tie?
So he'd lean forward.
Oh, he had X-ray vision.
He'd lean forward and like pull the thing, like the kind of the paper.
Yeah, but the idea of this scroll appearing out of someone's tie.
Yeah, Mr. Phillips wasn't having it. He was like, it's so audacious, I'm going to let him have it.
I wonder if there's new ways to cheat on tests.
I'll tell you, the way I always thought... we'll come to this.
Yes.
I always thought I'd make a fake water bottle label.
Yes, see? But now you're not allowed to have water bottle labels.
Someone must have done it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I always thought that was ingenious. The ingredients list would actually be formulae.
Formula. Yeah.
Oh.
The smartwatch is the next one as well. You're not allowed to have any watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like technology will have evolved the way of cheating in an examination. But maybe if you had like a portable headphone or like just the one bud, and you could like maybe like sit like that as you sort of.
I just feel like you'd fool nobody.
Yeah,
I know. I don't know what information you could possibly feed yourself. You saying loads of algebra equations over and over again.
It was like somebody sat in the toilet.
Is this the right one?
Yeah. It's like somebody sat in the toilet going, right, okay.
Yeah, do the old Ingram. Saying, so what would it be? Oh God, it's a nightmare. This one, isn't it? 3x.
Okay, so continue.
Yeah. So on the first time, the examiner was very chatty.
Yeah.
Matty.
What was your small talk?
I was just I did it on a Monday.
Okay.
I was like,
how was your weekend?
All that
Classic.
rubbish, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then he started saying, what would you do with your...
I've been told they've done away with the emergency stop.
Very rarely you have to do it on your test, apparently. I didn't have to do it on my test.
I had to do it on mine, but that was like a year ago now. So.
And yours is also an actual emergency. There was a bin coming at you.
Touche.
But then the second time, so the last time I did it, he was not chatty at all. And I was trying to make small talk with him. I was like, yeah, so how's your weekend? It was Monday again.
Okay.
How's your weekend been? Not a single reply.
Didn't
just
go with it.
Just carry on going forward.
Oh, really?
Strictly
I like
business.
that though. I like that.
Yeah, strictly business. But then I could tell towards the end of the test that he
want
was
him over?
warming, because he was like, if you would just pull over to the left hand side for me, please.
Oh, where's this going?
Yeah.
And I had a great weekend.
And then he went, so what do you do for work? I was just like,
really?
You know what? I think he likes me, this guy.
Oh.
Kevin, his name was.
Yeah.
I'm going for a drink next week. I'm designated driver. But yeah, it was quite funny. It is a nice feeling. Obviously, you both passed, haven't you? So it's kind of like a nice feeling when they go, happy to tell you.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Yeah, you know,
So,
when they call...
what kind of made you know during the journey I've passed?
Because I drove bloody brilliantly well. That's the.
It wasn't
genuinely,
like...
I knew that I was like...
Oh, really?
That's funny.
I was like, okay, just...
I assumed it would have been the blowy you gave him halfway around.
Well, that as well.
Yeah.
But when I said I drove him.
Kev, I'll do whatever it takes to pass.
Literally.
So what were you riding?
Yeah, it was obviously the sexual favours as well.
Yeah, of course it was.
As well as a 3.10.
Yeah. Right, we should probably go to the feature.
Yes.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
I forgot the whole form.
Judging this time span to be difficult.
I forgot we did the feature.
Well, we are having a return feature today.
Oh wow. Okay.
I will say though, there is a bit of a snag.
Go on.
Originally, producer Paul was going to be doing it today.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He bailed, and we are delighted to have you here, Josh.
Thank you.
To be honest, we prefer it, if anything. And I say that because we are so deep into the episode now, I know Paul would have turned off. So
Absolutely, that's 100% right.
Anyway, so because of that, when I was putting the feature together, I've returned to Paulable, which really doesn't work with you here.
There's absolutely no way that you could get Josh in any kind of book way.
Yeah.
Don't even bother.
No.
Yeah, it's not even worth trying.
It's running long enough as it is.
We won't workshop it.
My mind is I'm trying to think of it, but it's not. No,
It's just not there.
Nope.
Well, I'm going to, clear your mind for the game.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a new listener, here's how you play. Audible is a very popular audiobook service provided by Amazon, and they're awash in celebrity narrators. So what I've done, I've taken a handful of these. I'm going to play you an excerpt of the book, and you have to try and identify the voice. Are the rules clear?
Yes.
Here we go with Portable.
Portable.
Nothing.
What I also enjoy is this is the first time we've made use of this desk we've got here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Press a few buttons and there it is.
Yeah,
I thought you've positioned yourself with the
Yeah.
access to the buttons.
Yeah, because I know.
How to use it.
Well, I
I
both
know.
know how to use it and which is which voice.
Yeah, I'd
You'd
be
have
going,
no
I'd be
idea.
going in blind.
Yeah. I'd be trigger happy like Joe the Casio keyboard.
In DJ mode.
DJ. Yeah, DJ.
Okay, here we go with round one.
Round 1.
I thought we'd start off with quite an easy one. I'm easing you in here. So here we go. Try and identify the voice.
I had landed back in London from that LA trip with mixed feelings. That's enough progress for now. I was desperate to tell the others
I should say, because I didn't make this clear, if you know it, say your name.
I asked him the $1 million question about coming back.
Say your name with
Not
some vigor.
much of a
Joshua!
response to report.
Josh, you think you know it?
I do.
Hit me with it.
I think that is Gary Barlow.
It is Gary Barlow.
Oh, at this point I didn't get that.
I mean, it's a very recognisable voice.
I
that
know,
line.
yeah. I feel like with my Sublime take that knowledge as well. I should have really.
Yeah. Take that, Ryan.
Oh dear.
That's good. Come on. I feel like I want to do my kind of like your buzz in, like your university challenge.
Oh, feel free.
Joshua Lee Jones.
Okay, correct. We've got 1 point to Josh here. Now let's go with round 2.
Round 2.
Slightly more difficult one, but I think you'll get it.
Growing up, I felt like the outsider in my family. My early years feel hazy and out of focus, as if I didn't have edges or definition. It's unattractive to complain too much about your childhood, and playing the victim, even if you genuinely feel like one,
Ryan.
isn't appropriate or constructive in a story like mine.
Oh, it's Lily.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that was a punt. That
well
was a
good,
punt.
that
done.
Yeah.
That was
very
that.
good.
Yeah. Fair play.
It
That
was
was
more
very
the
good.
content. It was more the
Yeah.
content of what you were saying. I thought it sounds a bit like Lily Allen.
What, the self-pity?
Yeah.
The annoying self-pity.
Oh, you know what? Fair play. That's very good.
Well done, Ryan.
1-1.
Now, what I've just realised, the button on the desk key is still glowing to say that Lily Allen is she's still banging on about something.
God.
She wasn't married. She gave
Um,
birth.
I don't know how to stop that, but if I press it again, she may just start talking again.
Oh, please don't
It's
do
gone
that.
off, it's gone off,
Oh,
it's gone
Oh, it's
thank
gone
God.
off. Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Alan has stopped everybody. Here we go. Round 3.
Round 3.
A slightly more difficult one.
Great direction. The masked athletes had begun swaying
got it, Josh.
and groaning.
Oh,
Louis through.
I recognised the voice immediately, but yeah.
Oh, you know what? I thought that would be a struggle, that one.
No.
I knew
Oh,
him through and through.
oh, very good.
Thank you.
And do you know the name of his book for a bonus point?
Got to get through this.
Excellent.
Yes.
Because that was so easy. Where are we now? We are
It's 2-1 to Josh.
2-1.
So I suppose it's...
We'll do a final round. This
To take all the marbles.
is for 5 points.
And I can't hear a thing now, so Ryan's going to win.
Ryan is messing with the desk.
Sabotage.
It bobs in and out of my view. It's some distance from me. but it might just be swimmable.
Oh, apologies. There might be more to this.
Happy Williams, a former soldier with plenty of stories to tell, who in fact became a great friend. Stop,
I know this.
breathe,
You do know it.
think, act. Any minute now, I think a wave will lift me and I'll catch sight of the boat, or the boat will catch sight of me. The waves do
It's
lift
so
me,
familiar.
but I don't see a boat. I appear to be alone in the ocean, miles from land.
Any thoughts? Do you want a hint? Do you want any clues?
Yeah, I'm enjoying the content though. So
Well, so this is a he's a actor.
Michael Palin.
No, but very similar ilk, I'll say. Actor, not been anything of note really of late, but was in a huge British show back in the day.
But it might
I've
just
got it,
be
Josh.
swimmable.
Hit us with
I
it.
think I've got it.
Go on.
Is it David Jason?
It is David Jason. Oh, yes.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, it actually sounds like Del Boy, doesn't it?
It does. You listen to the flares in the voice.
God.
So you run away. You
3-1.
ran away with it there, Josh.
Unbelievable.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And that was Portable.
Portable.
It's a good feature to
Do you know
return
what?
to.
It's
It's
a great
good.
feature, that.
It's good. It's very solid, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's great. And also, it's just nice to hear somebody else's voices. Other than Lily Allen's.
Yeah, that was only that's one you didn't get.
Yeah, that's very true. Right, we are very short on time. We should do our Discover. Steve, have we got a fact?
I have.
Yes.
Josh, hit us with it.
Okay, pronunciation facts.
Okay.
I've been...
I like that as like. Here we go. Pronunciation facts.
Because I know that normally I dither on these things. I always like... Blah, 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 blah. Right, so I'm getting to the point here this time.
I like it.
Yeah, I like... What I'm enjoying is that the pauses are that of a normal person in this episode.
Yes. So I've been writing something recently, and it basically called for me to have a look at some pronunciation of different things.
Okay.
Therefore, I thought it was quite interesting to look at the pronunciation of words that we think that we know, but we don't.
Go on.
First one. Did you know that Dr. Seuss
Yes.
is not...
Of Green Eggs and Ham
and Cat in the Hat.
and Cat in the Hat.
Grinch.
The Grinch.
So he's actually not Dr. Seuss.
Go
not.
on.
He is called Dr. Seuss.
Oh.
It's pronounced like S-O-Y.
Oh, well, there you go. I did not know that.
Yeah. And a second one, IKEA.
IKEA?
IKEA.
IKEA. Oh.
There you are.
Oh.
So that's it. They're my two facts.
Yeah,
Like them or
that's
lump them.
Well, do you know what? That sort of goes into my fact, like it or lump them. Because mine is to do with Marmite, love it or hate it.
Oh.
That's an excellent
No, to be fair,
segue.
great segue.
Come
Good
on.
segue there.
But you know that Marmite, so I discovered this, I can't remember where, but it as you get towards the end of the jar, you're supposed to put it on its side so it then comes out more easily, and that's why the side of a Marmite jar is flat.
Really?
Oh.
See, that actually is going to make everything a lot easier for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Marmite.
You know what?
I
It's
hope-
no surprise to me that you love Marmite.
I like Marmite.
I've never had Marmite in my life.
I go against the slogan because I think it's all right. I don't love or
You're a
hate it.
rarity.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I'll take it
Oh,
or leave it.
really?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Is that like a bonus Discover Steve that?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you think it's all right?
Yeah, you know, people love or hate it, but I just think it's fine. You know? Not even bothered. I'm now starting to doubt whether that's true or not, but I always do this with Discover Steve.
I mean, I always do that with your facts generally.
I'm now starting to doubt whether the sides of Marmite are actually flat, and I just might have been just duped by someone. But
I don't think they are flat, but take it with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
Or a slice of...
oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can have that. Yeah, yeah, we'll do it. Yeah.
You're being far too kind.
Yeah. On air, yes.
Pinch of
Cutting room floor,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Pinch of salt or slice of toast.
I'll
Yeah.
listen to this.
Thank God we don't live stream these.
Yeah, I know. I'll listen to it in a week and go, I'm convinced I made him up.
Doing edit points, Steve.
You know, I let's do the whole thing again. And your fact, Ryan. Okay. Fact come quiz question.
Okay.
What do you think is the most visited country in the world?
It's a very good question. Most visited.
America.
Incorrect.
I think it is the Vatican.
Oh. Surely not. Not more people going to the Vatican than to America.
Incorrect. Would you like one more guess, or shall I tell you?
No, I want one more guess.
One more guess. I feel like it's going to be a bit of a niche one like Vatican.
No.
It's not.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, okay then.
France.
Yeah.
It's just France. That's it.
Yeah.
France, because Paris is the most visited city, I think.
Oh, well, there you
Certainly
go.
in Europe. But
No, then it comes France welcomed. I'm not sure that's true. 86.
best gag of the show comes right at the last minute.
No, I was going to stake a claim for Victoria's Prince Albert, but I'll take that. I think that was good.
86.9 million people.
That is a lot.
That's more than America.
I can tell you, Spain came second with 81.8, followed by the United States with 76.9.
Wow.
That turned into a good Discover Day.
I thought it started as well.
It lapped in the middle.
You know what, to be fair, so did the whole show.
we were struggling in the middle.
Yeah,
Came back
but
strong.
we've been away for a while.
been a while.
Yeah,
Imagine if now, like, this was like one big performance act, and then that woman came out for the climax.
And reads out loud everything that's just happened. Oh, here we go again. You've made a prediction, have you? Oh, well, I'm delighted we're back.
Yes, so am I.
We are recording a few this week, and we've got a decent amount planned coming up as well, so we shouldn't be on this crazy hiatus again.
Yeah, to build the listeners back up again.
Yeah, we're going to have to do our best.
Yeah.
You know, build the heights of 4. To be honest, I don't think we can do it. But
No.
but good to see you both.
Likewise, pleasure to see you both.
As always.
Yes, and I will see. we should do the whole
The spiel.
the spiel.
We are rusty at the minute.
We are.
aren't
Yeah,
I should say, actually, I know we're supposed to be wrapping up, but I was reading the podcast reviews,
Right.
and I didn't realize that each country has their own iTunes store.
Right.
Oh.
So the ratings and the reviews that are on the British store aren't shown in the American one, and vice versa.
Right.
You know?
Is there a way of...
Well, there is. I've started paying for the service to,
that's very
to get
good.
this
That's
thing.
very good of you.
Yes, yeah. Which, let me tell you, everybody, my co-hosts do not appear to be chipping into there.
Not for fault of...
But anyway, on the American one, we had a decent amount of reviews in the American iTunes store. One, all 5 stars. One,
Lovely.
I'll throw that in there. One of the reviews was very nice. It was like, oh, it's hilarious, etc. But it said one of them sounds just like a Beatle. And I sent it to Ryan, and he immediately went, "I do not sound like a Beatle." Took offense to it straight away.
Perhaps it's Paul that they're talking about? No, it's Ryan.
Yeah.
I don't think the Beatles have got a strange Liverpool accent, haven't they?
Yeah,
No one in Liverpool actually talks like the Beatles. Like,
No,
it's like
but it's like I can't really identify American states.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's the same.
It's probably one of those.
Yeah. Anyway, where I'm going with this is do leave us a review on iTunes. We would love to see them. 5-star only, please.
Yeah.
Do follow us on Instagram. The address, Ryan.
At Dodging Death Podcast.
Yes. We are still videoing these. Josh, where can people watch them?
On YouTube and also online on our website.
Ideally on our website, which is
www.dodgingdeathpodcast.com.
Correct.
.net. It's .net, everyone.
.org.
Yeah, we couldn't secure the domain name for .com.
Unfortunately not. So it's .blogspace.com. I think that's it. Do we say anything else in the wrap up? We will see you next week.
Any emails?
Emails, hello at
that comes
Podcast.
through.
No.
That also comes through
that,
the webpage as well.
Yes, emails. We are very active on Instagram. You can message us there. If you do want to get in touch by like an email system, go to it constantly fails. But go to dodgingdeathpodcast.com. Click there's a lot in this, isn't there? It's very...
Yeah, we haven't quite mastered the emails yet. So what we're trying to say is
no, go there. There's a contact page,
an inquiry form.
And fill out the form.
Yeah.
The form works.
Yes. It's got a few boxes in it.
A few boxes,
your name,
yeah,
email address, and then whatever message you want. And then you could submit the message. Yeah.
May or may not get to us.
I mean, very unlikely, to be honest.
Also, we'll come to Spanish in the next episode because we have partnered up with a sponsor of sort.
Ooh.
And it seems like we've run out of time to mention it. So we'll mention that next week. I'm sure they won't mind. Okay, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Follow us on Instagram at Dodging Death Podcast.